Detail. I'm fairly able at concepts and creative silhouettes. I'm not very good at detail. And so I know that, and I need to have people around me who will keep me on course with the details of what has to be done, all right? I've had the same assistant for 22 years, Marge Murphy. And among other things, in addition to my inability to handle detail, I also may have the worst handwriting of any senior media guy in the country. And so I would handwrite these memos out, and Marge just gave up over the years. She would just go ahead and whatever word it looked like. So she put something in there like Pamphagouche. And I said, Marge, what's this word, Pamphagouche? She said, you tell me, Buster. Tell me what that word is. And very often, I could not tell if my own handwriting what it was. I said, it looked like Pamphagouche to me. So I'm not good at intelligible handwriting. I'm not good at details. But I'm reasonably secure at coming up with concepts. And if there was a single bumper sticker that my colleagues would say about Bob Danzig that they put in their car, quoting me, it would be this: this may be a lousy idea, all right? Because they would hear that from me often. But I'd say, let's get the ideas out. And if it's not a smart idea, then smart folks like you won't do it. And if it requires detailed follow-through and you believe it is a good idea, then smart folks like you will get it done, all right? But I should be, among other things, a resource, a fountain of ideas. I should keep pouring those forth. So I didn't like doing detail because I'm not good at it, all right? We should all do those things we're good at. You know, I made a VOE type tape for the NSA, and Jim Hennig interviewed me, and in that I said to him, I guess in response to the same question he was asking about strengths and weaknesses in speakers, and I said, how could I be so arrogant as to say what weaknesses should be in speakers? But I said, I have noticed this. I think there's a tendency on the part of some speakers I've come to know to try to do it all themselves and not understand their own limitations. And I said, for example, I know I'm not good at detail, all right? And if detailed things have to be done as a part of a speaking career, then if you don't engage somebody to do it, you probably won't get it done well. And I said, the best way of illustrating that is that I ran the Search newspapers for 20 years. I don't know where to get a pencil. I wouldn't have a clue. If Marge Murphy were out, my pencil broke, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know where to get a pencil. That's a detail that I didn't have to know. Somebody could know that. But rather than paying attention to that, I would let go of it. So my least favorite kinds of things were detail and also fessing up when a strategic, defined program did not work and we had to close a business and get it behind us. That could not be something anybody would favor, all right? We had to close the Los Angeles Herald-Examiner. The paper had been struck for 10 years. It had disappeared from the minds of the marketplace. But my argument with our corporate folks was that if we were to acquire a successful newspaper in the second largest market in the country, it would cost us $1 billion. And we ought to take some fraction of that, pick a number, 50 million, 100 million, and be willing to invest it in the possibility of regaining a presence in that market. But the plain fact is that despite the best talent, the best strategies, wonderful product, we have been outside the mentality of our customers. And whoever's listening to this or viewing this tape should remember that it is the customers that give you a business. And when you move out of their horizon for 10 years, right, it takes something extraordinary to come back into their horizon. We were unable to succeed at that. It broke my heart to close that paper because we put such a wonderful effort into it and we had such great talents. But we had to get it behind us. We had to confront the fact that we would never be successful. That's a hard swallow.